So picture this scenario, right? Almost anybody, especially if they're black, has been around a person who's older than them and have probably heard the phrase at once in a lifetime. Y'all music suck nowadays. And I'm letting you know right now, bro, if you're one of these people, this is how you sound. Now, if you currently hold this opinion, you might want to sit down when I tell you this, but it's literally just a nostalgia overtaking you. I don't think that music nowadays necessarily sucks. I think that you guys are just so reminiscent of the past and you're stuck in the past that you guys will refuse to accept anything that isn't a direct piece of media from the past. Because if I'm going to be real, dude, a lot of them songs from back then, like in the 90s and stuff, was not, at least to my cup of tea, not that great at all. Like, I don't care who you are, bro. You're not convincing me that Vanilla Ice was hard, bro. I don't care. Like, look, I can respect Pac and Big for what they did and who they were, even though I might not like Biggie's music at all. I could definitely respect the impact that he had on hip hop as a culture. And with Pac, you know, it's Pac, bro. Like, obviously. But y'all use these artists as a way to put down anything that's new because they aren't trying to be the exact same thing these people were. Tupac and Che make music for two completely different people with two completely different goals, with two completely different outcomes. They're not trying to be the same thing. Like, take Nas for example, right? I like Nas. New York State of Mind is a really good song, and everything off Illmatic is honestly really good. It's like a time capsule with everything that was going on in New York in the 90s and the struggles that Nas had went through and a whole bunch of other stuff that honestly could be worth its own video. But if you gave me the choice, the honest to God choice between that or Yeat, you must have thought I was done. Yeah, you must have thought I was done. I got a big body, I got a right there sitting in the trunk. But y'all niggas literally have this circle jerk to where if it does not sound the same as it did 35 fucking years ago, then automatically it's not good or not worth anyone's time or whatever. Like, I remember back in 2016 when Uzi was first blowing up and he went on that Ebro interview, and I'm gonna say it, that interview is probably one of the worst interviews of all time, bro. They was literally mad at that nigga for not wanting to rap on boom bap instrumentals, even though that's not his sound and that's not what he likes to listen to.
It's gonna be a lot of young guys coming up here and they ain't gonna want to rap on that. I'm trying to tell you, it's changing.
Yo, look,
it's changing.
I hope they change.
It's changing, bro.
I hope they change. But as I've seen with all you little young motherfuckers that think you nice.
Yeah.
He is pretty nice.
You nice.
Yeah, I'm good.
Y'all get to like 27, 28, and y'all niggas get to struggling, and y'all be trying to come back
tell you
find
what,
that sound.
I ain't gonna struggle, bro.
All right, we're gonna see.
We gonna see. Oh, you gonna learn.
And guess what? I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
What type of shit is that? And then, like, what really makes me mad is when these same people will sit up here and tell you, oh, these new rappers, they're not talking about nothing. Tupac and Biggie and Big L and all these other people, they was talking about something. Nowadays, it's all just about drugs and having fun and fucking hoes. That's all these niggas talk about. Like, niggas, shut up. Let's assume that all rap music was like that. Let's just assume and entertain that retarded ass thought for 5 seconds. Let's assume that all rap music was like that. So, like, obviously what Uzi's trying to do is not what Nas was trying to do 30 years ago. Obviously, when Lil Wayne made I Am Not a Human Being, he was not trying to make the same type of song as when he made Cry Out. Those are two completely different things. And even then, nigga, there are lyrical artists out there that do carry the torch in hip-hop and that do have lyrical prowess and do use their music to portray a message and do use their music to have a political agenda or whatever. They do talk about stuff in their music, but you niggas don't listen to them because they're not as entertaining or because they're not as easy to get into as the quote-unquote bullshit. Like Kendrick Lamar said, If y'all really cared about lyricism, if y'all really cared about who's spitting real shit, Killer Mike would be platinum, bro. You had niggas like Kendrick, JPEG Mafia, J. Cole, Kenny Mason, JID, Denzel Curry, Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler to an extent. All these people use and had the same energy and carry the same torch as the people before them and the people that you guys glaze so much, but you niggas don't ever listen to them. Hell, there's even people like Lucky who, while may not be super introspective and talk about the political and economic state of this world all the time, they have bars in their songs that honestly say some real ass shit. But again, you niggas don't listen to them because you think that Glorilla speaks for our entire generation quality wise. If you want old hip hop back, whatever the fuck that means, but if you want that whole sound back, bro, either listen to the artists I mentioned and like go down the rabbit hole, or just go listen to old shit. Why you gotta put down everyone else? I remember back when I was like in middle school, I used to watch this one YouTube channel. Now I'm not gonna say the name of the YouTube channel because I don't want it to be like a beef or anything, and I really don't want to put down his hustle. I don't know if he still makes videos or not, but whatever the case, I'm not gonna say his name. But anyway, he used to make these videos basically titled artists who are talented versus artists who are not talented. You know the artists who can sing versus artists who can't sing type content, way before that meme exploded. But anyway, basically his videos were just glaze the type of people who were making the exact type of music I was mentioning earlier, which were the hyper socio-political type of rap, the boom bap type stuff, obviously older rappers, and that's about it. Anything else that did not have that same energy or that same vibe or anything in that lane, they did not fuck with. So I remember they said Lil Baby wasn't talented. I remember they said, this was Prime Baby too. I remember they said Uzi wasn't talented. I remember at first they said X wasn't talented. Then X had died, so they changed their minds, tried to appease to everyone else, and then gave a bullshit as reason as to why they changed their minds. But one artist that I keep hearing, or multiple artists I should say, that I kept hearing that were super talented, were artists like Logic, NF, Joyner Lucas, Tom McDonald. I could go on all day about these niggas, bro. I'm so serious when I say that Eminem has probably ruined rap. Like, to an extent, Eminem's influence is fucking terrible. Because you have niggas genuinely thinking that just because they rap fast, quote unquote, and that they make this bullshit ass spiritual miracle I'm gonna get it to feel like a rap god ass music, that it's automatically hard or it's automatically better than anything else just because they're rapping fast. I need you to understand that just because someone is rapping fast or just because someone has a nice flow in a song does not mean the song is enjoyable or listenable by far, bro. Even niggas like Busta Rhymes way back then knew this. Like, his music was still listenable and he used to rap considerably fast. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like y'all just rapping fast don't mean you hard, bro. I'm sorry. Just because you can I don't care. Because honestly, if you want me to choose between someone who could quote unquote rap but to that technical extreme to where it doesn't even sound good, or anything Playboi Carti has made, even though I don't think that he's that great of a rapper per se, anything that he's made, I'd rather take before I even listen to another Tom McDonald song. You could kill me about that. I don't care. No, I saw this tweet. This tweet kind of inspired this video, or should I say partially inspired this video. The other part being my fucking barbershop, where it basically said, if you took away the lyrics, right? You took away the lyrics. You just had the lyrics. There is no music backing them. There is no voice speaking the lyrics. It is just the lyrics, like just the words written on a piece of paper. Who is better, these or not? And the reason why I laughed at that tweet was because a lot of people don't understand, for one, how close that is, and for two, that these is better, and that a lot of you niggas won't admit that these is better simply because he's a newer nigga. And then that got me thinking, you know, if I were to do the same thing to some other rappers, who's better? You know, if I were to just take only the lyrics that they've written, just the bars, and I would have put Lucky up against J. Cole, who's better? And then every time I thought to myself, nah, there's no way. And then I realized, bro, yes, Lucky is better. You guys need to stop this weird ass elitism to where if it's not anything about the socio-political climate of stuff that we already know from 30 fucking years ago, or if it didn't play at your fucking high school dance, then it's better. When that's simply not the case. You guys need to stop that. A lot of new talent is not getting the recognition it deserves, in my opinion, because of this behavior. And you know, I don't know if it's just me not being knowledgeable on certain stuff or, you know, whatever, but I don't think there's a single other community of music that does this shit. Like, you don't ever hear niggas going, oh, bro, you listen to that Sabrina Carpenter? Wait till I tell you about Britney Spears. Like, I don't think that's ever been a discussion in pop music or techno music or even something as simpler as R&B to an extent. I don't even think that's ever been a discussion. I just feel like when it comes to rap, it's mainly people who are so nostalgia blinded to where they can't accept anything else that's new. Also, Biggie didn't make this.
Yo,
Swamp Earbo, I'm reloaded.
Feel so fucking excited. I knew still in the same motto, niggas.
Yeah, bitch, gold chain, blitz everything, blitz all out, running down shot, water to the side, lean with the ice, blood on the rocks, water just like Voss, buy it, fuck the cost, feel like drill song, please run off, F like money, F like the floss, F blitz everything,